Honorable Ms. Selene Kobani, Minister of Public Service of Tanzania, Excellencies, Mr. G.K. Scott, Secretary General of AAPAM, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to address AAPAM's 34th Annual Roundtable Conference. I would have liked to join you in person. Unfortunately, prior commitments prevent me from doing so. At the outset, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to AAPAM on behalf of the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs for its continued support to the United Nations Public Administration Program through its strong partnership with the Division for Public Administration and Development Management, DPDM. AAPAM has been a staunch supporter and advocate of the work of the DPADM, as well as a strong ally and partner in strengthening the capacity of the public sector in Africa. Its annual roundtable conferences, which have stretched for over 3 decades, have served as a forum for the exchange of our ideas and practices. They have also been a source of excellent studies and reports for the reference of public sector officials, academicians, students, and researchers. AAPAM has brought to the forefront topics of interest to senior African public sector officials so that they can deliberate on them and make recommendations that have been implemented by many countries in Africa. The reports of these roundtable conferences have also enriched United Nations Public Administration Network, AAPAM. Although DPDM is a coordinator of AAPAM, the main objective of AAPAM is to make available to the public sector a portal that is dedicated to public administration. AAPAM is an internet-based network linking regional and national institutions devoted to public administration, thereby facilitating information exchange, experience sharing, and training in the area of public sector policy and management at local, national, and international levels. Using AAPAM, public sector institutions can share their output and access important developments in the public sector from other partners. AAPAM would have not been able to do this enormous task were it not for important partners such as AAPAM. Not only that AAPAM continued to support AAPAM, but also has been an important ally in disseminating information and publicizing United Nations Public Service Awards, the UNPSA, which is one of the flagship outputs of DPDM. UNPSA Awards has created achievements and contribution of public service institutions that lead to a more effective and responsive public administration. Again, AAPAM has demonstrated its willingness to capacity to act as a strong partner by showing African countries how they can take advantage of UNPSA and showcase their innovation. In addition, AAPAM has been instrumental in demonstrating how African countries can take advantage of the standard of excellence in public administration education and training, which is another major initiative of DPADM, aimed at strengthening the capacities and capabilities of management development institutions. The importance of public administration in development process of any country, including the implementation of the Millennium Development Goals and the realization of sustainable development, cannot be emphasized enough. The 3 pillars of sustainable development, which are managing diversity, effective governance, and institutional capacity development, cannot be achieved without robust public sector. DPDM has been working on sustainable development by promoting effective governance and the rule of law at the national and international levels, and strengthening public institutions with reference to becoming increasingly efficient, effective, transparent, accountable, and participatory. Recently, the United Nations General Assembly resolution, "The Future We Want," reiterated the important role of the public sector and stated that public administration by its nature is a guarantor of the rule of law because public administration derives its authority from law and is empowered to protect the citizens from any abuse by its agents as well as by any other actors outside the public sector. In this regard, promoting the rule of law includes strengthening the capacity of public administration in terms of its institutions, structures, human resources, and its engagement with citizens. The resolution emphasized that the people should be given opportunities to influence their lives and their future, participate in decision-making, and voice their concerns in order to achieve sustainable development. Here again, I would like to highlight the important work done by DPDM in citizens' engagement. Realizing the importance of citizen engagement and its role in promoting public administration, DPDM has allocated both human and financial resources dedicated to the study and promotion of citizen engagement. I know that citizen engagement is not something new to African countries because traditionally African countries have been known to come together to solve their problems. But in recent years, the importance of citizen engagement in realizing economic and social, environmental, and political development has more than ever been universally acknowledged. More importantly, the resolution further reiterated the importance of human resource development, including training, the exchange of experiences and expertise, knowledge transfer, and technical assistance for capacity building. This involves strengthening institutions' capacities, including planning, management, and monitoring capacities, and is precisely what DPADM has been doing for over 6 decades since the adoption of the United Nations Program on Public Administration in 1948. AAPAM has been instrumental in enhancing DPADM to carry out this activity, especially most recently through its support to the African Public Sector Human Resource Managers Network. As you all know, DPDM has been promoting e-government through the e-government survey of the United Nations. This highly regarded biennial publication provides an instrument to countries that alerts them of their global ranking with reference to e-government development. Recognizing the contribution of the international cooperation with regard to e-government, the resolution of Rio Plus 20 highlighted the importance of information and communication technology to facilitate the flow of information between governments and the public. It called for concerted action to work towards improved access to information and communication technology in order to bridge the digital divide. This is another indication that the work of DPADM is at the cutting edge of technology and why we have a lot to contribute to the implementation of the Rio Plus 20 resolution on sustainable development. In essence, it is evident that all the commitments made by the world leaders during Rio Plus 20 cannot be realized unless the public sector moves in tandem with the private sector and the civil society and the people at large. Hence, I'm confident that DPDM can contribute to rely on its strong collaboration with AAPAM to achieve its goal to build more efficient, effective, and public sector in African countries. On the other hand, I would also like to reconfirm that DPA's support to AAPAM and look forward to continued cooperation as both of our organizations work towards a common goal, which is enhancing the capacity of the public sector in Africa and building a robust public sector that is capable of fulfilling the aspiration of its people for generations to come. Thank you very much.